appealing to the supreme judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do in the name and by authority of the good people of these colonies solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of a right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown,
heavy fighting is taking place between the Germans and invasion forces.
Under the command of General Eisenhower, Allied naval forces began landing Allied armies this morning.
The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m.
He's been shot. He's been shot.
Freedom rings from every hill, from every mountainside.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Believe that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center.
The firemen assembled here, the police officers.
There are no words.
And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon. You believe in miracles? Yes!
It's a race that's been run since 1959 on a day that's been celebrated for 246 years. The NASCAR Cup Series continues its long-time tradition with the Coke Sugar 400, July 4th, Round 4, Daytona Beach, Florida. Daytona International Speedway has been hosting its July races since 1959, and in 2020, Road America played host to the July races. A Daytona's race was moved to August, but here in the AJ Racing NASCAR Cup Series, the tradition stays in July, and it stays right here at Daytona International Speedway. Let's go to your starting grid, where two front runners are no strangers to the front row of Daytona. Alex Bowman starts on pole with William Byron in second. The teammates from Hendrick block out row one. Denny Hamlin won this race in 2020. He starts third. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. won the 2022 Daytona 500. He starts fourth. Kurt Busch won the Daytona 500 back in 2021. He starts fifth with Kyle Larson beside him. Blaney starts seventh. Kevin Harvick in eighth. Chase Elliott, haven't heard that name in a while. He starts ninth alongside Bubba Wallace, the championship points leader, in 10th. Daniel Suarez starts 11th. Joey Logano in 12th. He's won a race. He won round 2 in New Hampshire. Eric Almirola won this race last year. He starts 13th alongside Brad Keselowski in 14th. Current conditions outside and on the track. Right now it's about 79 degrees Fahrenheit with the track temperatures just under 100 degrees, right at 99. And as the sun sets and the moon rises, we'll expect air temperatures to dip down to the high 60s, with track temperatures dipping down to the low 80s. So more grip and a cooler track as we go later into the night. Pace car is off. Bowman controls the field. He sets off. Byron sets off. The green flag is out here on Independence Day. And it's Byron who leads into turn one around the outside. Bowman down the inside. He takes the lead back with the help of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin and Bowman pull away here on lap 2. Oh, we got a wreck. Ryan Blaney around again. Now it's Chase Elliott and Kurt Busch involved. He won at Texas last time out. And we already have a wreck on lap 2. Could call it lap 1. I don't even think they crossed the finish line before going around. Let's see what happened. Our cameras cut to it just at the perfect time. Looks like it was a weird push from Elliott, or Blaney had moved. The 12 goes around. 9 into the side of the 12, and then Kurt Busch just collected there. Kevin Harvick still in the race. Speaking of Kevin Harvick, let's go to your Yellow flag pit stops. Bowman is down pit lane. Kyle Larson. There goes Kevin Harvick, and we'll go to Aaron Butler, our AJ News Network correspondent. Aaron. Yeah, AJ, so what we're learning right now, Kevin Harvick over the radio in lap 1, he said that his car was dead in the draft. He could not get any positions through the midfield. We'll see what happens as Bowman wins the race off pit lane. Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick at the line. They all take 4 fresh Goodyear Eagle tires and a full tank of fuel. Alright, so it's Byron on the inside, Hamlin around the outside, green flag back out on lap 5. Byron way off with a great jump on the restart. Byron to the lead of the race, pulling away from Denny Hamlin, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Bubba Wallace. Look at that gap, it's about 2 or 3 car lengths between the leader and second place Denny Hamlin as the field is really spread out now. At 24 car, still one of the only Hendrick cars running in the race. Bowman and Larson there, the 2 other running Hendrick drivers. Chase Elliott out of the race. Bubba Wallace championship points leader, heading into this race by 1 point, helping out his owner Denny Hamlin at 23-11 on board with Byron. There goes Hamlin around the outside of Bubba Wallace. Denny Hamlin back to the lead late in the race again. Hamlin leads at Daytona. Bubba Wallace in second. There goes Byron to the tail end of that 3-car tandem. There's a car down pit lane. Eric Almirola.
Coming to you. Killed.
Mechanical difficulties for Eric Almirola. He has to retire from the race. That leaves us with 1 lap to go. Keselowski and Harvick have been lapped. There goes Denny Hamlin. Pushed by Bubba Wallace, pushed by William Byron. No one makes their move. Denny Hamlin finally gets it done. He finally wins again. He wins the Coke Zero Sugar 400 for the 2nd time on AJ Racing.
Holy cow, baby! You are the band.
And a late race move again from Denny Hamlin gives him the lead and gives him the win this time out here in Daytona, unlike what happened last round in Texas. Bubba Wallace follows behind him with William Byron falling back to 3rd. Stenhouse and Bowman finish out the top 5 with Larson, Logano, Suarez, Harvick, and Keselowski rounding out the top 10. Harvick, Keselowski both a lap down as the final 4 cars in that field did not finish. All of the running cars get points. Bubba Wallace now leads by 3 points in the Drivers' Championship. Denny Hamlin within striking distance if he wins next time out. And then Joey Logano, a stark difference, 9 points separate P3 and P4 in the Drivers' standings. Let's go to your next 3 races scheduled on AJ Racing. They'll be on the right side of your screen. July 28th, the end of the month, we'll have the NTT Indycar Series Gallagher Grand Prix at the Indianapolis Road Course, the 3rd and final race at Indianapolis. August 18th is the NASCAR play-in race at the Indianapolis Oval. We'll explain more on that before that race. And September 8th, it's the XPEL 375 at Texas for the IndyCar Series. We thank you so much for joining us this July 4th. Denny Hamlin wins at Daytona. AJ Racing thanks you for watching this presentation of the NASCAR Cup Series. We thank our fans for their support and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.